We may be live again. I'm not exactly sure. I guess my router decided to take a dump on me here. So let's run down the starting lineup for heat race number 3. On the pole, CJ Automotive, Disney Motorsports, number 21 from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Nick Cohen. On the outside of him in the 26 machine, Trevor Hinker. Row 2 on the inside, the Netco D Sports, number 71 from Bondurant, Iowa, Josh Gerlach. And on his outside, Anthony Racner in the 3 car. Eric Mueller, the 311, will start inside row number 3 with the BAR Transport, number 63 of Bill Coy from Muskegon, Michigan, on his outside. In the back row on the inside, the Tim Stiles BMRS Black Diamond Motorsports, number 914. The Little Hurricane from Pittsboro, Indiana, Mason Hennigan. And on his outside, in the 04 car, is going to be Doug Sigmund. So I'm not sure what all I lost in this deal, but sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We are back, it seems like. I know we missed the first 2 heat races. And this will put positions 7, 8, and 9 into our feature. But the green flag is in the air, and we are racing. Down into turn 1. Nick Cohan will lead them through. Down to the back stretch, Trevor Hinker will escape into second. Then Anthony Racner into that 3rd position. And Josh Gerlach, the red machine you see on the bottom, in 4th. Down the D-shaped backstretch, one of the most unique shapes in dirt racing right here. Flat, straight front stretch and a big rounded turn 1 all the way to turn 4. There's really no backstretch. It's all one big corner. As Cohan really getting out there. Here comes Racner. Slide job. He's going to end up across the nose, backwards and upside down. No cautions in our heat races, so he will escape and head to the pits. Trevor Hinker in second. Now Josh Gerlach up to our final direct transfer spot. Mueller, Coy, Sigmund, and then Racner Hannigan not making the call for the heat race. I'm not sure if he stayed in the server or not. But right now, coming to the halfway point, almost hitting the wall down there where turn 3 is. With that left front, the 21 car of Nick Cohan. Still out in front of this one by a pretty good margin. About 1.5 seconds over Hinker. Hinker's got a little company. Not quite close enough to jump on him yet, but Gerlach is right there. Gerlach's using the high side. We'll watch him come out of 4 right there. Gerlach had a good run, had to pull that car down to the inside. He's not going to be able to do much with that. So he had to back it down to get it into that very tight entry in turn 1. And trying to make another run at him out of 4. Not going to happen. We're down to 2 to go. Cohan, 2.6 seconds out in front now. Nick Cohan going to see the white flag. This time, here's the battle for second and third. Oh, contact. Gerlach, can he get it straight and keep third? Good move right there by Eric Mueller to miss him. That puts Mueller into the final transfer spot. Now to turn 4 to the checkered flag in heat race number 3. Nick Cohan will be in your feature. Trevor Hinker and Eric Mueller will accompany him. We'll see Gerlach and company in our B mains. Well, you can't do anything when the internet decides to reset. I have no idea what that was about, and my apologies to everybody for dropping right out. We were just getting ready to have a great night of racing, and we had to miss 2 what I am sure were pretty good heat races. So we're going to go to B-Main number 1. It's going to be Greg Lamy, the 99 machine, on the pole with Josh Gerlach. We just watched him in heat 3 on the outside. Second row will be Thomas George inside, Reed Rundle outside. Doug Sigmund will be inside row 3 with Anthony DeBarro on his outside. And the 4th row is going to be Colton Davis. I do not see DeBarro's car in here. We are going to transfer. I believe we're going to transfer everybody. 6 out of these 7 scheduled cars. We have 9 already locked in. Well, hello, Mr. Taggett. How you doing, buddy? I don't know if it just picked up on the original one or not, but if it did not, it started a new one, guys. I hope you've migrated your way to the second stream. Like I said, my internet just decided it was going to poof out on me, and, well, it poofed back just as quickly. Hopefully that won't ever happen again. All right, pace laps right here. Next time out of 4, we are going green. 6 cars. All 6 will be transferring. They are just racing for their starting position. Should be the inside from row 4, 8. From row about 5 on back. All right, green this time. Lamy and Gerlach. Lamy on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Greg Lamy will lead us into turn 1 and down the D-shaped backstretch. Gerlach got away with second. Thomas George into third. Here comes Colton Davis. Reed Rundle, Doug Sigmund, and I believe DeBarro is going to come out and see. He may get a transfer spot out of this regardless. Right now, it is all Greg Lamy. 1.2 seconds at the line. Josh Gerlach. He's got a host of cars behind him. Davis is up to third. George in fourth, and Reed Rundle sitting in the 5th spot. Those 5 cars have distanced themselves from Doug Sigmund. And then Anthony DeBarro has made it out here, but he is 1 lap down on the scoring pylon. Greg Lamy working the high side. He's going to complete lap number 4. Down to that uniquely shaped back stretch. Big, wide, D-shaped track here. Only straight part of it is right there on the front stretch. Very tight entry into turn number 1 and a very tight exit of turn number 4. Car to the infield. Doug Sigmund now pulls his car off into the infield. Something wrong with the 04 car. Weedsport, a very, very tough place. Very difficult place to get a handle on. You spend some time figuring out how you want to enter these corners. Looks like Lamy's got a really good line. Now Colton Davis making a move around the outside of Josh Gerlach. He's going to take second place away from Gerlach right there. 6 laps remain, coming down through 3 and 4, and he's going to put another lap on DeBarro here, it looks like. Lamy to the inside, uses the bottom, finds a bunch of grip on the exit, and he does put Anthony DeBarro a second lap down. Colton Davis 3 full seconds behind in second, then Josh Gerlach. Reed Rundle now in the 4th spot. Thomas George and the 2-lap down car of Anthony DeBarro. Doug Sigmund has taken the 04 machine all the way to the pits. So 4 to go this time. Lamy flirting with disaster on the inside there. But I've seen more cars wreck coming out of turn 4 here, hitting the inside wall, than I've ever seen guys hit the wall going into turn 1. So Colton Davis now has chopped this down to 2.5 seconds as he tries to lap Anthony DeBarro. And a big blink out of that 27 machine. Gerlach still running third, about 2 seconds behind the second place car of Colton Davis. And then George got around Rundle. Reed Rundle now has fallen to fifth. Greg Lamy under the white flag. He is on the final lap. Fifth place, Reed Rundle right in front of him, and in 15 laps, he almost lapped into the top 5, but he wins B-Main number 1. Colton Davis second, Josh Gerlach in third. Oh, maybe not. Gerlach, he flipped the car. He's going to get it going again. I think he's going to hang on to third here, magically. And then Thomas George, Reed Rundle, Anthony DeBarro, and Doug Sigmund. So first B-Main into the book, second B-Main. About to head out on the front stretch here. And it will be Tom Leake in the starting pole position with Robert Schaefer to his outside. Bill Coy on the outside of him. Scott Smiley inside of row, or outside of row number 2, sorry. Brandon Walters on the inside of row 3 with Anthony Racner on his outside. Row 4 will be Lance Keister inside. And there's Mason Hannigan. Well, maybe not. Do not see that 914 car, so they'll have 7 here. 7 is 14, and 9 is 23. We should have a full field. Everybody should be going to our feature. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you very much for spending your Tuesday evening with us. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I have no control over when the internet decides it is going to mess all the way up. Good look at that 30 machine. The Brian Clausen sticker on the left side of the hood cover. Robert Schaefer, Bill Coy, Scott Simley in the shots throwback paint here. Ready to go green.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. 30 car of Tom Leake right to the front, but he is going to have his hands full. Robert Schaefer. Quick move to the inside, and Schaefer has the lead going into turn number 3. Coy now. Oh, Coy gets a little help from behind. Simley got into the push bar on that car, got him out of shape, so it moves him back to 7th. He was in 3rd, now back to 7th. Schaefer, Leake, Racner up to 3rd. So he moves down the inside of Simley right there. Simley once again right up against a push bar in front of him. Got the 1 car there, or the 3 car, excuse me, just a little out of shape. Watch these guys. Track starting to get a little bit slick here in different spots, especially around the top side. You can see cars way out of shape coming down that front stretch. Still a battle for second now as Racner is put it down the inside, but he wasn't able to do anything. The 30 car of Leake gets away with second again. Now, this time down into 1 and 2. Racner puts the right rear in front of the left front, and he will take second. Leake back to 3rd. Simley still 4th, but he's about to have company. Brandon Walters about to move in on him. You see Racner's car straight to the top side. He went right off into the pit, so put Leake back to 2nd. Simley up to 3rd. Walter in 4th. Bill Coy, Lance Keister, and then Reisner's car in the pits. It is all Robert Schaefer. He is absolutely checking out on these guys. 4.8 seconds. So we come to the halfway point of B-Main number 2. Good battle for second, starting to shape up. You can see the front wing on the 30 car completely gone. That is going to make that car a handful to get into these corners right now. Need a little bit of downforce on those front tires to get it to turn in good. Able to hang on to second and stay in front of Simley right now, but Brandon Walter, 99 machine starting to close in. Here comes Keister and Coy. And Robert Schaefer. Going to have lap traffic right in front of him here. Take a ride around the speedway with the 97 machine of Robert Schaefer here. Down through turn 1. Long around the back stretch. Here's turn 3. Tight exit to turn 4. 4 laps to go that time by. Seven and a quarter seconds over Simley, as Simley has now gotten around Leak. Keep Tom in third for the time being, but Brandon Walters is closing in. He's got enough laps to get there. 3 to go this time. '99 cart goes by. Robert Schaefer already into 2 to go, and he is about to get the lap car of Bill Coy. Coy running in 6th. Coy catches the fence right across the nose. Schaefer got plenty of time to check up and wait for that. White flag in the air. That time Coy licked the fence in 1 and 2. Here comes Simley. He is now into the 2nd position, but it is all Robert Schaefer out of turn 4, winning B-main number 2. Robert Schaefer will go to our A-main, so will Simley. Tom Leak is going to finish 3rd. Brandon Walter in 4th. Lance Keister in the 5th spot. Bill Coy in 6th, and Anthony Racner in 7th. I believe all those cars going to transfer through. Let's give these guys a minute or 2 of warm-up here. While they're warming up, we will say thank you to a few people. All right, practice just about over. Final practice before we crown a champion here tonight. 0.3 of a mile Weedsport. Shea Apollo, Ryan Bueller. Those two are who will be watching for points. $20 markers separate the two. 30 markers to Billy Rowley, but Rowley not in attendance tonight. So if Apollo finishes ahead of Bueller, we know he will be the 360 champion. If Bueller finishes ahead of Apollo, we'll have to let race control tell us how many points were exchanged in that deal right there. We are going to line up at 23. On the pole, Man, the two on the front row, the two men to watch. First and second in the points. They're going to start 1-2 in your finale tonight here at Weedsport. Shea Paulo on the pole. Ryan Bueller to his outside. Row 2 on the inside. Nick Cohan, Nick Shamborn. There's two more drivers within striking distance. Peyton Grease and Trevor Hinker will be row 3. Row 4, Casey Miller inside. Jeff Stewart outside. Eric Miller inside row 5 with Greg Lamy on his outside. Robert Schaefer, 6th row inside. Colton Davis outside. 7th row, Scott Simley inside. Josh Gerlach outside. Tom Leake inside row number 8. Thomas George on his outside. The 9th row, Brandon Walter, 99 machine. Reed Rundle in the 43 to the outside of that row. In the 10th row, Lance Keister inside. Anthony DeBarro outside. Row 11 will be Bill Coy with Doug Sigmund. And on the back row, it's going to be Anthony Racner. And all 23 cars made the call. They roll down the back stretch. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going green next time out of turn number 4. Two by two parade of cars. So we get ready to go green. 30 green flag laps. Caution laps will not count in the feature. Just waiting on Shea Paulo to get us started. He goes in the middle of turn 4, and he's going to have the lead down into 1 and 2. And Nick Cohan timed it up pretty good with him, and he got into turn 1 with 2nd place. Now Peyton Grease trying to take that away as they're 2 by 2, 2 rows right there. Paulo, then Grease, Cohan, Miller, and Shamborn. And now it's Paulo, Grease, Miller, 1, 2, 3, and then to Cohan and Shamborn. And Ryan Bueller back to 6 as we've got caution. Let's see if Reisner is in this. Down in here. Oh, a little bit of a checkup there, and he got into Keister. Got that car sideways, and that right there is all that it takes to get us yellow laundry. So we'll let them get sorted out real quick. We'll get ready to put our top 10 together here. Paulo, Grease, Cohan, Miller, Shamborn, Bueller, Hinker, Stewart, Lamy, and Mueller. Right now, your top 10. Still going to be 28 laps to go. Guys, don't forget tomorrow night, Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday night Warrior Series, the UMP Modifieds. Dominic Santina will be in for the call. $8 Eastern for that series. They'll have a handful of minutes of practice. And they'll get ready. They don't do qualifying in that series. They go straight to racing after practice. So interesting deal for them. But we are back to green flag racing here. Single file on the restart. Paulo wants to see that. He is going to hang on to the lead. Here comes Bueller. Ryan Bueller on the inside. Nick Shamborn down to turn 3. Shamborn right up against the fence. Will he have enough momentum on the exit? Yes, he does. Keeps the spot at least temporarily. Here comes a possible slide job. He wasn't able to stick it in there. Bueller is going to be relegated to hanging in 6th place as Shamborn's starting to find some rhythm on the top side. He is going to start working away from Bueller. Chasing down the 21 machine. Your leader into the fence in 1. He is going to fall out of the lead. Almost fell all the way back to 3rd right here. Peyton Grease now has the lead. Shea Paulo in 2nd. Nick Cohan took advantage of all of that melee, and he worked his way into 3rd in front of Casey Miller. Then Shamborn, Bueller, and Lamy behind that. Lamy running in 7th. But Peyton Grease has the lead. Might have to go back and see. I think he was running that line right there and got through there a little hot, got the right rear up against the fence. We'll have to see if there's any damage on that 21 car. He is not able to run down the 92 of Grease. Contact behind. I heard cars bending metal. Lamy now to 6th. Bueller falling back to 7th. Jeff Stewart in 8th. Colton Davis 9th. And Trevor Hinker running in your 10th spot right in front of Robert Schaefer. Back to a battle for 3rd. Shamborn and Cohan going at it. Right now, Cohan's got the best of it, about 3 car lengths down the backstretch into turn 3 on the top side. Lap traffic becoming a factor. Grease already got around Keister. So does Paulo. Now Cohan gets around him. The top 5 all the way around him. Grease has got a plethora of cars in front of him. He now has Brandon Walter, and that is going to clear out for him as we have caution on the speedway. I'm not sure who. Maybe Thomas George involved in this? I don't know if he was or not. I heard somebody hit the fence. Oh. I'm not exactly sure who brought this out. Car must have just got sideways long enough. Well, there's Cohan and Shamborn together. There goes Colton Davis to the infield. So we'll get back up here. We'll try to figure out what our top 10 looks like right now. It's going to be all out of order. It's going to be Grease, Paulo, Miller, Shamborn, Lamy, Bueller, Schaefer, Hinker, Stewart, and Simley. Because I think the 01 of Nick Shamborn is going to be falling back through the field, so that's going to change that a little bit. Looks like Shamborn going to the back of the pack as the lights are off on the pace truck, and we're going to go green again. 11 laps complete, 19 laps to go. Well, thanks for dropping in, Weston. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, pace truck is going to drop off in turn 4. He's going to go to the outside, go off into the pit area. We're going to see Peyton Grease bring us back to a green right there. Shea Paulo, hot on his heels, going to run that slider line. Now cuts the car down to the bottom, trying to find the grip on the exit of 2. Grease already out to several car lengths as they come out of 4. Shea Paulo fighting the car a little bit on the bottom. Casey Miller, the 05 machine, working the top of that Amsoil car, making tracks on the top side. He is alongside, even with Paulo. He's going to have enough momentum to take second away from Shea Paulo right here down the front stretch. Put Paulo back to 3rd, Lamy in 4th, Ryan Bueller. Now the 7 car squared things up, and he is headed forward, up from 7th to 5th right now, but he's got a couple of hungry hounds behind him, Jeff Stewart and Robert Schaefer. Any mistakes for him, and he is going to be right in the clutches of a couple of guys he can't afford to lose spots to, as Paulo now got back around Miller, and it's a 4-car battle at the front. Miller trying to go to the high side again. Paulo trying to work off the bottom. He's going for the lead right here against Grease. If he can keep that 21 in the momentum spot, he'll have it when we get back to the line, and he got it by a nose. Moves Shea Paulo back to the point. Now Miller sees what he's doing on the bottom, changes his line, goes down there with him. He gets around Grease as well. Cars making contact on the front stretch. They're coming up on Sigmund here. Front 4 getting into traffic already, and Sigmund keeps the 04 machine locked in on the bottom, gives these guys room to race around. Paulo, Grease, Lamy, and Miller now. As Grease finds the wall in 3 and 4, has to grab the car back, and he's going to fall from 2nd to 4th. Move both Miller and Lamy around him. Bueller up to 5th and still hanging on. He started to get some breathing room in front of Stewart. Stewart now a little ways in front of Schaefer. That's your top 7. 11 laps to go. Shea Paulo back in front. Paulo a little out of shape getting into 4, but he gathers it back up, keeps the lead. Now down to 10 to go as he laps the 99 car of Brandon Walter. Everybody else going to have to work around that 99 machine is Lamy now. Made a move, and he took 2nd. Caution out. Racner's car upside down on the front stretch. Let's see what happened to the one machine here. A little out of shape. Might have had a little bit of help there. He may have had some help. I cannot say that he didn't. Anthony DeBarro with a little bit of contact there. So, Paulo, Miller, Lamy, Grease, Bueller, Stewart, Schaefer, Gerlach, Hinker, Cohan, and now Nick Shamborn back up here in our top 10. B9 to go when we get the green. 99 car of Brandon Walter in front of your leader right there, and he'll get waved around, be back on the lead lap. So still about 18 cars on the lead lap. They'll get single file, and we will get ready to go green for 9 more laps out of turn number 4. Paulo, Miller, Lamy, Grease, and Ryan Bueller. Watching the 21 and the 7. Both of them inside the top 5. Shea Paulo back on the throttle, green flag back in the air, and Paulo got a great jump. He caught Miller dead asleep right there, and he's going to be about 8 car lengths ahead when they come out of 2. Lamy around the top side, takes the 2nd spot away heading into turns 3 and 4. Move Greg Lamy into position number 2. Casey Miller still in 3rd. Peyton Grease still hanging on to 4th. Jeff Stewart now has the high side on Bueller. Couldn't make it work. Got the car way out of shape right there. He is trying to run the middle, and he got Bueller's pinched off right there. So move Bueller back at least 1, and Schaefer now is going to go top shelf and see if he can get around him. Keep moving the 7 car back. Contact there. Both cars hooked up, and caution. We were watching that live. We don't need to go back and look. We saw what happened. Stewart, a little out of shape, and Bueller got him hooked on the right front, got him turned around. So changes at the front. Paulo, Lamy, Miller, Grease, Bueller, Schaefer, Gerlach, Hinker, Cohan, Shamborn. All the changes inside the top 3 or 4 here. So we'll be down to 6 to go this time. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Green out of 4 for 6 more laps. Can Shea Paulo hang on and pick up the 360 title here at Sim500 Dirt Division? Pace truck is in. Paulo's on the throttle. Greg Lamy perfectly timed with him, and he's only going to be a car and a half behind when they go into 1 and 2. Watching the battle for the lead right now as Paulo pulls away down the backstretch. Now takes the 21 through the middle. Good run there onto the exit. He keeps it. 5 laps to go. Lamy still second. Miller third. Grease is fourth. Bueller now fifth, and Bueller's got a challenge. Schaefer looked up the inside down the backstretch. He wasn't able to quite get the one car there. He may have it here in 1 and 2 if he can get drive on the exit of turn 2. Move Schaefer into the 5th spot. Bueller back to 6th. Back to the front. Going to watch the 2 leaders. 3 laps to go. Paulo with the slider line in 1 and 2. Lamy stayed all the way on the top shelf. And I think Shea Paulo is protecting against the slider in 3 and 4. He's able to maintain the gap as we get down to 2 to go. Schaefer now is secured 5th away from Bueller. Getting ready to be under the white flag out of turn number 4. Shea Paulo in the lead. Greg Lamy and Casey Miller, your top 3 right now. They have broken away from the field as the white flag is in the air. Shea Paulo needs to hang on for 2 more corners to pick up this title. And he will come out of turn 4. See checkered flags and a championship in his future. Your 360 division champion for Dirt Division will be Shea Paulo as he wins tonight at Weedsport. Greg Lamy and Casey Miller, 2nd and 3rd. Ryan Bueller comes home in the 6th, and that is not enough to close the 20-point gap. So Shea Paulo will be our champion. So we'll get the boys to get them pulled into the infield on the concrete pad. And that right there, it looks like that's going to be a pretty good shot. So let's see who all is in chat. Shea Paulo. Kelly Scott Simley. Just waiting to see Greg Lamy and Casey Miller come in here before we talk to Shea Paulo. And so far I don't see either of those gentlemen. I'm sure that at some point they will make their way in here. I would like to talk to 3rd place and 2nd place before I bring the champion, because that is going to be a pretty long interview. But if we don't get them, we don't get them. Well, let's start at the top and let's see what that man has to say. Shea Paulo. Unmute your mic, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you do it tonight, man. You pick up the win here at Weedsport. Not only that, but you kept off the 360 part of this series by picking up the win. You had a 20-point lead coming in, and you finished 5 spots ahead of your nearest competitor. So you lock that down, man. How does that make you feel tonight?
It just feels good to finally get a win. I opened the season with a win at Eldora and then close it off at Weedsport with a win. I think there was 0 wins in between then and now. So pretty cool to win it when you need to and lock up a championship. Nick said he's going to send me a nice little medal, I guess, I can wear around my neck everywhere I go to represent. So, just a lot of fun. This track, I mean, it blew off more in 3 and 4 than I think I've ever seen. So it was pretty tricky down there, especially on this loose fix setup. So I think everybody had our wings back there to 9 or 10. So just a lot of fun. Good race there. We had a long green flag run, like we usually do here in Sim500. All the lap cars and stuff were being cautious and helping us out as we went by. So just this league's just so much fun, man. Can't wait to start it over again next season.
Yeah, that looked a lot like, I missed the heat race with you guys. We had an internet issue that crashed us out, so we missed the first 2 heat races, basically. Saw you start on the pole, and I'm pretty sure you won your heat race, and Bueller started on the pole, and I did get to see him pick up the win in his. But from the beginning of the night, after qualifying until, that last lap right there, how much did this track change? Because as we were watching, it looked like the top was just absolutely gone, and it just kept getting narrower and narrower and narrower up there.
Yeah, from I think qualifying, we went to 5% or something like that, and then we got to about heat race 3 in the middle and of the exit of 2 there was really starting to go away. So it was really bottom, and as guys just kept running that line, the top kept going away more in 2, but they weren't high enough, I guess, and that whole lane of moisture stayed there late when I started that slider line up to the top of 2 on the exit. Man, I was full throttle once I got out of the slick, and the thing just stuck up there. So there was still plenty of moisture up there, but there's probably a lot of moisture on the top of 3 and 4 as well. I just was too scared to go up there. So I tried it once and it felt okay, but my lap time was slower, so I just kept doing what I was doing there on that slider line. But qualifying, just hammer down, rip it through the middle on the bottom, and then I think Bueller was only 0.03 of a second behind me, so it was pretty tight up front there. So the heat races went good, and then moved on to the feature where, just from the get-go, this thing was slick. So just tried to hang on. You saw me, I don't know if you saw me on the broadcast, hit the wall and almost flip over when Peyton got by me, but that was pretty scary for sure.
Yeah, we were kind of watching back. We had just flicked back to watch where Bueller was at, and I come back, and you're bouncing off the wall, and there goes Peyton right by you. And I'm like, well, I don't know what happened to him, but we got a new leader, so we waited for you to run him down and get back by. And you end up with the win, man, the championship. And I know you're not necessarily in the title hunt in the late models next week, but can we expect to see you come and cap the season off in the late models, at least try to get in there and play with the points a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I think you broadcasted last week of Lucia, right? When I started off Tacky Track Hero in that thing, and was leading for a lap, and then I got passed by 4 cars on the backstretch. So we got to come out and try and defend my name a little bit better than I did there last week. So Weedsport's going to put on a show in those things, I think. So we'll have to definitely come out and try to be a little bit better than we were last week for sure, after being out front for maybe a lap and a half.
Well, give us all of those that help you out, champ, and we'll let you go celebrate a very, very well-deserved title here tonight.
As always, just thanks to Nick for putting this thing on. I know we're heading over to like a different league or whatever, but I hope they keep him in charge because he's fun to run with, man. And he does such a good job adminning, and we joke around with him a lot, but he is a really good admin. And all these guys, I hope everybody is able to transfer over there and to that, I think it's PRO, Pretend Racing Online or something like that. And then you, of course, and whoever's been giving you money for these broadcasts. I love going back and watching them, so thanks for all those guys too. And then just all the Elbows Up boys and all our sponsors, Flow Racing, Over the Wall Photography, BS Air, Roofco, all those guys that have given us some cash flow over the years to keep doing this. Thanks for all that, guys.
All right, man. Well, it's always a pleasure to watch you guys come out here, and you bookend the seasons. You open with a win, you close with a win, you pick up the title. That is always good, and especially when we know you guys, and it's good to know that you don't just give one admin that hosts a series a hard time. You give them all a hard time. So I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, man. Congrats again, and I look forward to seeing you over at DSRL, buddy.
Yep, thanks, man.
Your champion and your race winner tonight, Shane Paulo. Let us drop one spot here. We will talk to the man who came home second tonight. He gave it everything he had, but just too much 21 car. Greg Lamy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here with you, Roger. How's it going?
It is good, man. Great run for you. You work your way up to second, but just a little too much Paulo tonight.
Congrats to Shay. That's awesome. I actually didn't know it was championship night because he invited me to come race in this league probably last week or 2 weeks ago, and I didn't have a chance last week, but I was glad I got to come out and see him win his championship and battle with him for a little bit. But yeah, he's a beast right now. He's on top of the world, and congrats to him again.
Well, tell us about your feature there, man. You had to work your way around some cars, and then you guys got into some lap traffic, and I know this place got slick. Tell us about your race a little bit, and how hard was it to actually pass people?
So I actually really, really like Weedsport. It's one of my favorite tracks on the sim right now. I know it's a difficult one, but I enjoy that aspect of racing. If it's hard for me, it's hard for everybody. So it was good to work some skills in passing, and it was tough though. That front stretch is deadly, and every time you get next to somebody, you just want to put the pedal down, and that ends up in the wall. But yeah, it was not the best qualifying effort tonight, but be able to make passes and battle with Casey and Shay and Peyton, who, I mean, it was one of the best races I've had in a long time, actually. So, but probably since the last DSRO race with the fixed series. So it was a great time. It was a great time.
Well, you come home a second tonight, man, and that doesn't suck, especially for the debut. And I know these guys are going to a different location for next season, and it won't be till right around the first of the year. But are you going to jump over there and race with them when they do make the switch?
Yeah, I mean, I had a ton of fun, so I'm definitely a series that I'd like to continue to be a part of. And I don't do too much in the late models, but I'll maybe every once in a while go get out there and have some fun in those cars. But I definitely want to continue running this because it's a lot of good guys, a lot of good racing, and it was clean, which I really appreciate in a series.
All right, man. Well, who helps you get it done every week before we let you get out of here?
I definitely got to shout out Tommy Brandon over at the School of Sim Racing. He's helped me from day one till today. 5-6 Graphics, I mean, they always make my cars look cool. I've got this same car in about 5 different colors. A bunch of my buddies, practice buddies like Bruce Klingon, Tony McGill, Pete, all the guys over at SSR, TSM, Tim Smith, and I want to shout out SKD also for taking some sweet pictures for me. But that's about everybody. Thanks a lot. And you guys for putting it on and broadcasting. So thanks again.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you over at DSRL in the Outlaw Series, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, Roger. I'll see you soon.
Second place tonight, Greg Lamy. And move on and talk to our third place finisher tonight in the season finale. Casey Miller, you there?
Gotcha.
Well, man, a good run for that AMSOIL machine tonight. You bring it home in third, chasing down a couple of pro drivers there. Talk to us about your feature and what it's like to race with those guys.
It's insane, man. I'm just happy for the people that. I'm just glad for the people that put this on. Started 7th. I think I passed 3 cars in the first 2 laps. Then a caution came out. Then later, Nick and somebody else got together. Then that put me up to 3rd. And then I passed somebody else. I thought I might have a chance to get Shay, but then somebody else got around me, and the car just started going away there at the end once it slicked up.
Well, still a great run. 3rd in this group, and with this track as slick as it was, is no small feat, man. A fantastic run for you. Are you going to make the switch over when they go next year to the other series?
Yeah, I really like these guys that race in here. They race clean, Yeah, I'll move over.
Well, the fans will know where to find you, man. Who's on the car helping you out each and every night before we let you go celebrate a great podium run?
My family and my friends, they push me to do better each and every week, even whenever, I get wrecked or something else happens. They're always there pushing me forward. And now I finally got something to show for it.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and I look forward to seeing you when we do make the switch to PRO.
Yep, look forward to seeing you again.
All right. Your third place finisher, Casey Miller. Let's run down the results tonight. Shea Paulo wins at Greg Lamy 2nd, Casey Miller in 3rd. Peyton Grease comes home in 4th, Robert Schaefer 5th, Ryan Bueller was 6th. Josh Gerlach 7th, 8th to Trevor Hinker. 9th place, Nick Cohan. Eric Mueller in 10th. Scott Simley comes home 11th. Reed Rundle up to the 12th spot tonight. Jeff Stewart in 13th. Tom Like in 14th. Anthony DeBarro 15th. Brandon Walter was 16th. 17th to Nick Shamborn. Lance Keister in 18th. Anthony Racner in 19th. Doug Sigmund was 20th. Thomas George 21st. 22nd to Colton Davis. And Bill Coy rounded out the field. It has been a fantastic season of 360s with these guys. I am looking forward to the series finale next week with the late models and the late model finale. See who picks up the 2 big trophies. But Shea Paulo, your champion in the 360 portion of this. Next season, they will be going with a different group, but it's the same series, and a lot of these guys will be making the switch. Won't be till sometime after the first of the year. We're kind of in negotiations to make sure that gets back on the Dirt Racing Network, so we'll keep everybody apprised of where that's at. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night and Thursday night, Dirt Slingers right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Dominic Santino will be on the call for both of those shows, we think. I know he will be for Wednesday. We'll see what's going on Thursday night. But for myself and Dominic here at the Dirt Racing Network. Guys, we appreciate every minute that you spend with us. We know you can watch anybody you choose to watch us. So until we see you the next time, keep it dirty.